Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the 5 basic rules to daily eczema management. I've suffered from eczema for 23 years. I'm 23 years old. I was born with eczema and I continue to deal with it on a daily basis. And these are the steps that I personally take in order to manage my eczema, and I hope that these steps are useful for some of you eczema sufferers out there. So beginning with number 1, I find that it is essential to keep my skin as clean as possible. The reason why I say that is not only for, your own hygiene, but also to remove allergens from your skin that can cause eczema, and also to make sure that your skin is properly moisturized, which can also cause eczema from excessive dryness. In particular, my recommendation when it comes to bathing is not to use lukewarm or cold water, but to actually use warm water. Don't use hot water because that'll dry your skin and burn it. So it's really important to find that in between. What temperature you really need for yourself and what's going to help open up your pores so that step 2 works well. Step 2 is moisturizing, and step 1 and 2 really come hand in hand. I personally don't moisturize myself, any part of my body, unless it has first been cleaned. That includes my face. If halfway through the day my face is dried up, I will first wash my face and pat dry and then moisturize. I would never just put moisturizer straight on my skin if it's dry, and that's because if you use the warm water to wash off any part of your skin, if there's any dead skin cells or any type of dirt or any other type of allergens, it's all gone and it's not stuck underneath the moisturizer, and that's very important in order to keep your eczema under control. In particular, when it comes to moisturizing though, it's important not to use a lotion, but a cream. The cream is more oil-based than is the lotion. The lotion will be more water-based, even though both products are based out of oil and water. The product that I prefer is Eucerin, as you can see here. Dry Skin Therapy Original Moisturizing Cream, fragrance-free. The fragrance-free part is very important. You don't want to be putting added chemicals into your skin, especially if your skin becomes irritated easily and is dry on a consistent basis. After using a moisturizer, at least for me personally, sometimes my skin will dry out within 1 or 2 hours after moisturizing, even with a cream. So I use a sealer. And you can use either Vaseline or you can use Aquaphor. And I use Aquaphor made by Eucerin. And it, as you can see there, it says for dry, cracked, or irritated skin. And literally, I'll put on the Eucerin cream first, and then I'll put on the Aquaphor afterwards to make sure that it's sealed in there and that it doesn't just go away. And that's because I have extremely dry skin, and for eczema sufferers out there who have extremely dry skin, I would definitely recommend using the sealer. I know I have friends who have psoriasis who use the creams and then the sealer, and I think for eczema sufferers that's essential as well. As for number 3, once you're all cleaned up, you're bathed, and you're nicely moisturized, it's very important that you drink some water. You've got to keep yourself internally hydrated. If you're dehydrated internally, chances are your skin's going to be dehydrated. Remember, that's a simple way to do it. Water yourself on the inside, you're watering yourself on the outside. That includes drinking Gatorade and other vitamin waters or drinks that promote hydration are definitely good for eczema sufferers. So definitely number 3, keep that in mind. Keep yourself hydrated. Water is great. Number 1 way to start, water. Number 4, pay attention to your skin, and in particular, make sure that you're not scratching. There are many ways to pay attention to your body. It's really, really hard at first if you're not used to really paying attention to yourself that much, as strange as that sounds, but maybe writing in a journal or trying to figure out what are you doing throughout the day, when are you getting this dry skin, when are you getting eczema, why is it occurring, and that will really help you kind of understand, okay, it's after work that I get really dry skin, and that may be just because you've gone through the day and your skin dries out and it just needs to be rehydrated. But definitely pay attention to your skin. That's essential to maintaining your eczema on a daily basis. Number five, and I also think this is very important, and I know it's very important for myself, remain comfortable. And that means make sure that you're dressing comfortably and appropriately. And that may mean different things for different people, obviously considering the climate that you live in. But always make sure that no matter what, once you're bathed, once you're moisturized, once you've hydrated yourself internally and you've been paying attention to yourself, you've got to make sure that you walk out of the house feeling comfortable. You got to feel comfortable. You can't leave the house feeling like in tight clothing or itchy clothing. If you have eczema and you're already dealing with the dry skin and all of the problems associated with eczema, the last thing you need to be dealing with is your clothing. So make sure that you have comfortable clothing. Make sure that you're figuring that out for yourself. And it's going to be trial and error, just like with anything, just like with, the temperature of your bath water. But definitely it's worth it for yourself, this type of trial and error. Definitely making sure that you're comfortable and that your skin is moisturized in the appropriate manner for your own body. Other than these five steps, I'll be posting some more clips, more in detail about how to bathe, about different techniques on moisturizing. For now, though, I've provided these 5 basic rules to daily eczema management, and I really hope that it helps some of you eczema sufferers out. Let me know what you think, and thank you so much for paying attention.